every aspect of your life. Every aspect. If you are dealing with something internally and you have to face a certain situation, you can use music to help you face that. If you want to bring more money into your life, you can use music to bring more money into your life. If you want to bring love or abundance, or honestly anything, music can help you create the reality you dream of. Today, we are talking about the power of music. So, I'm gonna actually be a little raw here. So before we get to that, this is my like song that I always use for my YouTube and TikTok. So in a way, this actually puts me in the headspace because I've already trained myself subconsciously. I hear that it's time to talk to you guys and hang out and go live. But I'm gonna be a little raw today. Today I was a little bit in my feelings, right? And I used music to kind of work through those feelings. Sometimes when you are dealing with something, be it, hello Brian, be it for something with your family, a situation with your family, a friend, relationship, even work situations, and sometimes even if the situation is over, the feelings are still there, right? Hello Dumpster Fire, welcome. The feelings are still there, right? And a lot of people tend to like squish them down. Hello, Kirsten. Hi, guys. And not deal with them, right? And it is important to deal with feelings because over time, it will affect your state of mind, your mental health, your actual physical health. If you're just squishing everything down, right? And you might implode one day. Like actually have like a really big reaction to something small because you've been holding things in. Hello, Dark Knight Images. So, today actually I was working through a personal situation and I used music to just like, I used a song that was like, it had to deal with that situation, right? And the girl was singing her lungs out, right? And, the girl was singing her lungs out and she was really feeling that situation. And I sang, and it was a similar situation she was going through. Hello, guys. I sang my lungs out and just felt it and just worked through that. Because sometimes, like, let's say you have like a problem with a sibling or a friend or something, or even a coworker, and everything is resolved, but you still have that anger. You haven't resolved it within yourself, and it's like holding a coal of fire, but you're holding it. The only person getting burned is yourself, right? There are people who use music as shadow work. So basically, you use music to just get those feelings out, deal with them, confront them, and let them go, right? In any kind of aspect. It could be in a relationships problem, a work problem, a coworker, family problem, right? Whatever it may be. Also, I want to talk about, sorry, my little notes fell. I want to talk, and I'm going to catch up on the comments on YouTube in a second, but I want to talk about also using music to bring certain things into your life, to create things into your reality. So there is this girl that she's gone viral on TikTok. Her name is Goddess I am 15, I think. She has scoured the internet and listened to different frequencies and songs, and has, oh my god, my light changed. Okay, she has scoured the internet and has found that there are different types of songs that will manifest things in your life. For example, have you heard Ring My Bell, Ring My Bell? That song? That is the frequency of money. That song, if you listen to it with your intention of bringing more money in abundance into your life, it'll literally help you manifest that and bring that into your life, because that song is a frequency of money. And she has identified different songs for different frequencies, like love and peace and things like that. Okay, now I'm going to catch up on the comments. My light changed for some reason, so now I'm more yellow. Let me see if I can fix it. 1 second. Oh my god. Where's the switch? Give me a second. Oh, this is the light that I use, by the way. No, did it die? Oh my god, it like freaking died. But you guys can still see me, right? Can you guys still see me? I think it's just like really hot right now, because I use it as a regular light sometimes. Oh, okay. So now it's like cool. Let me see something. Okay, that's better. I think I got it back. Okay, can you guys see me? So let me catch up on these comments. We have hello, sub, drain me. That's funny. So you can use music to bring who's little Jimmy? I don't know who that is. Frequency of money. Yes, the frequency of money. Just Start Somewhere says, hey, what's up? Music definitely helps me confront feelings. Yes, it's not good to hold on to feelings. Again, what I said, it's like holding on to a hot coal and you're just burning yourself, right? You're not throwing it at anybody, right? And sometimes the situation is long gone, right? But you're still holding those feelings. You have to confront those feelings. And sometimes using music that maybe the artist that is singing is going through a similar situation, right? Or maybe they're not, but the music resonates. Using music to just confront and let those feelings out, whatever it be, sadness, anger, longing, whatever it is. And once you confront it and you feel them and let it go, it's out of your body. You're not holding that hot coal anymore. Music can be so healing. You can use it to change your mindset, to manifest, right? But you can also use it to deal with those kinds of feelings. So Just Start Somewhere. I'm catching up on the comments. Says, hey, what's up? Music definitely helps me confront feelings. I've brushed to the side. You have heard of keeping sounds and music at 432 hertz. Yes, 432 hertz is a higher vibe. I listen to music at 432 hertz all the time. Especially clearing, like, there's something, have you guys ever been to like a room or an apartment, especially if it's new, and the energy's just weird? It's like off. Like, you're like, the energy in this place is off, right? Something might have happened before and you're sensing that, right? Music can help clear the energy of a room. Like bells. Bells are the highest frequency. If you feel like your place is haunted, or if there's like weird energy from the previous owners, open the windows, do a prayer, and play 432 hertz music with bells. It clears everything out. Only, like, it's very high vibe. It, like, the lower vibrational things don't like bells. That's another thing I noticed. This is a little conspiracy. They stopped, a lot of the bells around the world have, like, we used to use bells for everything because that frequency is so high. And, like, we have that famous cracked bell in the US, but I don't know. A lot of the bells have been taken down. I don't think we should, from these historical buildings. Brian says, I've been listening a lot to classic piano music recently. That's awesome. Classic music is so good for your brain. It's good for creativity. Oh my God. Hi, Vampire. Hi, 67. That's funny. JG Love Park says, Paulina, thoughts on solitude versus loneliness? So solitude, it sounds like you chose to be alone. Loneliness sounds like you feel like you want somebody there. But sometimes people choose to be alone, but they still feel loneliness because it's a human, because we are, at the end of the world, at the end of the day, we are like communal creatures. You know, to be honest, I feel lonely sometimes, you know, because like I live alone. So I have my cats, but I do feel lonely sometimes. So I understand the feeling of loneliness. It's good to be in solitude to work on yourself, right? So it's your energy, right? But it's also good to build a community around you, because at the end of the day, we're human and we all feel lonely, you know? Says bull. Jim says, hello, Paulina, love your thanks. Hi, thanks. Jerome says, you don't burn sage, you don't burn anything. Are you serious? I do burn sage occasionally, but there's different ways of clearing energy from your home. I have so much sage because I do ghost tours. So it's not like I don't. I do, and I do prayers. There's just different ways of clearing energy, and you can feel if the energy is very dark, or if you just want to just clear something quickly, right? Let's see. Huang, hello, welcome back, Huang. Huang says, yeah, in Tibetan Buddhism, they have sacred bells, and legend says were created by the Buddha to clear out black magic and bad energy. Yes, bells. There's something about bells are so high frequency. They really do. They do clear energy out. It's very high frequency, right? Clear bad energy out. Bathy says, hi. Just says, you are so incredibly beautiful. Aw, thank you. The Liberty Bell. Yes, the Liberty Bell. It's cracked. Randy says, hi. Jerome says, motorcycle drivers usually have bells underneath their motorcycles to keep the evil spirits away. And death spirits, give me a second, I warm up. Death spirits, and keep them from a death wobble. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that motorcycle people have, like, bells for that. That's so interesting. I'm going to start looking and see if I see bells. I have seen the other thing on people's motorcycle and pickup truck. Liberty Bell, yes. Lily says, can I get a shout out? I like this up. Thanks, Lily. Welcome to the tribe, to the community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys like this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe. We're here. We talk about all the weird stuff. And today we're talking about how you can use music to improve your life. Music is so powerful, right? But you can subconsciously use music to make your life worse. So beware of the music you listen to, right? Also, so it's like a two-sided coin, right? If you're listening to music that say you're not worth anything and this and that, you might be taking that in subconsciously. You have to be really aware. But then if you're listening to music that says it's going to be an amazing day, I got this, right? Or if you're working through something, like you're going through something hard, sometimes it is good to listen to music where that person is going through something, so you can let go of that feeling, so you can feel it, cry it out if you need to cry it out, and let it go, right? And then high vibe music after that. It's healing. It can be very healing. A lot of people just squish down their emotions. Like, that's not healthy. That, first off, that makes you sick over time. It ages you, and you might implode one day. Like, you'll on somebody, you know? Pablo says, how do you do? I'm doing great. How are you guys doing? Cal says, second time here. Welcome back, Cal. Let's see. Just Start says, I like to be by myself, but in the company of others, like cats and dogs. There you go. Cats and dogs, they're souls too, you know. They love being here, and they're your family. Like, my cats are my family, you know. So SJ says, you ignore my question. If it was inappropriate, I ignored it. If it was appropriate, I might have just missed it. Okay. This is funny. A lot of people want to be vampires. JG Love Park says, what do you know about red light therapy? Red light therapy is really good. I use the mask, you know, the red light mask. I like it. It's like very healing to your cells. I would say check out I'm not a esthetician or whatever. Check out Dr. Dre, not the rapper, the dermatologist online. I've learned so much from her. I love Dr. Dre. She has videos on the red light therapy. Wang says sage cleanses houses but won't get rid of bad spirits. Navajo say that sage only puts spirits to sleep. When they wake up, they get angry and retaliate, and that's why you never sage for banishing spirits. So I in a way I disagree, but I don't just do sage. I also do like prayers and whatnot. There's like a combination of things I do. But I think if you just light it with no intention, but everybody has their different beliefs. Like, Huang probably goes about it a little bit differently, but I think sage does have a little bit of a clearing aspect. Ariel says, real fangs. Maybe. The fangs. You have to check out my other videos, find out. Steve says, are you going to bite us? No, you're fine. Hello. You have percolating teeth. Yes, exactly. Linky Atlas says, hi. Pink. Oh, you like the shirt. Thank you. The pink shirt. That's nice. Okay, let's see. Oh, you're my favorite vampire. That's really nice. I'm a werewolf. Are you compatible? I keep getting that. It's funny. No worries. Makila says, what do you look? Oh my God, Makila. That's very mean. I'm sorry that you feel like you have to put others down on the internet to make yourself feel better. Sorry, I'm sassy today. But that's the only, I've never done that. The only reason people do that is because they're hurting themselves. Either it's jealousy or they're going through some bad situation in their head, in their lives. Because no happy person puts other people down. Okay, linking Alice says, people Paulina, the talk rapper. Oh, love this girl. She's cool. Aw, thanks. You look like you do pull-ups with your fangs. That's funny. Very informative. Aw, you guys are cool too. And this says you're cool. Are you single? No, I have a boyfriend. Okay, Huang says dragon's blood incense is better. I have used dragon's blood incense too. Exercising spirit, because it has power to burn a spirit out. It cleanses as well and used to power up magic. There are incense that do that, just not sage, because the Maho say sage isn't good for that. Okay, interesting. No, dragon's blood is in like the sage is really nice too. Let's see. Let me catch up on the comments here. Victor says, Plain is truly a lovely person, but even so, oh, you guys are sweet. It's okay. People want to put her down. But for the most part, it doesn't affect me. At the end of the day, I am human. But I just know that only like hurt people hurt other people. Like happy people don't do that, you know. Do you like doing clothing hauls? No. Not really. I don't buy that many clothes. I don't know if you guys noticed. I use a lot of the same clothes. Are you a vampire? Any celebrity witches? Celebrity witches? I don't know. To be honest, I think we all have the power to create our reality, right? And control it. It's all in the mind, right? And you can use music to change your state of mind, right? Or to work through that trauma, right? But for example, I gave this girl a shout out earlier. Her name is Goddess Anna 15. She is on TikTok, and she has gone and listened to different music and seen what they vibrate at. And there's music that help you attract like money in abundance. Like ring my bell, ring my bell. That song, if you listen to that with the intention of just bring abundance and love into my life, that'll help you get into that state of mind and attract that into your reality. Okay. Hello from Italian Vampire. Hello. What do you do for a living? So I do ghost tours. I also have like a day job, but I don't talk about it. I do ghost tours though. Linkiana says, Paulina, I think skinwalkers and horror experiences are increasing. I think people are just not afraid to talk about their encounters, because back in the day, like, you were shunned. Like right now, I'm just having fun and chilling with you guys. But like, you were shunned if you said that you talked about, oh, I saw an alien, I saw something weird. People are like, ooh, like they don't want to be a friend. Like now people are more open to listening to different experiences, which I like, right? Let's see. Emperor says, why hurt yourself when you hurt other people? That is sad that some people think that way. Huang says, is blessed and pray with faith. I love that. Lalo says, hi. Loy says, hi, Paulina. My day's complete and I can now sleep since I saw your vibe really impacts me beautifully. Keep rocking on and vibing. Oh, that's so sweet. I want to send you guys love and light and let you know that I understand that, you know, life has its ups and downs, but you are this unique soul and you're beautiful and you can do anything in this life. And all you have to do is believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. I believe in you. You can create this reality, right? What's your teeth? I'm my positive queen. Yes, Juan, thank you. X-Files. Ooh, the X-Files. I used to also like Twilight Zone. That was that one case. I felt bad for them, that couple that got abducted in the 60s. They're one of the first like famous abductees. And they had like so much evidence. In their car had evidence, and they had forgot about, like, they had a memory, like their memory was blank, but they went to go get a sleep hypnosis. And they remembered their abduction, and they remembered it was like these gray like creatures. That is kind of creepy and sad, that it was so long ago that they weren't accepted by society. They weren't accepted by society anyways, because they were an interracial couple, and back then that was not normal, which is sad. I'm glad that we're more open to, you know, just love and light for everybody. Love and light for everybody. But do you guys know which one I'm talking about? I forgot the name. It was like one of the first like abductee cases in the US. We have Yvette over here. Hello, Yvette. Okay, let me catch up on this comment. You lost your teeth. My teeth right here. Huang says, looks like my comment got cut off in half, Paulina. It's about blessing and casting out bad spirits, incense with ritual. Oh, really? Well, I don't know why it does that. That's not even like a bad comment. Linky Alice says, some places are actually haunted. Yes. Like the locations that I go to on my ghost tours. It's funny because even on my Spirit Talker, hello Jeff Hastings, welcome back again. So even on my Spirit Talker, like they'll say like, oh, thanks for coming back, or nice to see you again, the spirits, because I go there constantly for my work, so they already know. But there's one spirit that that doesn't like me that much, but I can't do anything. That's my job. There's one of them that is always like, go away, you keep coming back, I don't want you here. And I'm like, I can't do anything about it, dude. Like, this is my job and you're haunting this tree. So I mean, like, because there's this like banyan tree that is so haunted. So it is literally one of my stops in my ghost tour, because the readings, the EMF readers, they're going off, and the spirit talkers, so many spirits are coming through, and they're talking to people. If there's like kids in the tour, there'll be like 3 kids, I see you, and for the most part, they like us. But there's one spirit that is always like a grumpy grandpa type spirit. He's like really old too, like an ancient one. Have you guys ever gone ghost hunting, or have you done any ghost tours? Let me know in the comments below. Would you ever want to do a ghost tour? So Ashley says, cool, thanks. Yeah, thanks. I don't know what that means. Muhammad says, Muhammad, I'm so sorry I missed many of your lives, but I'm really busy and I am. But free time, sorry again. It's okay. I'm happy that you're here now. I get it. People have work, you know. Let's see. Paulina, please make Linky Alice moderator. It's not too bad right now. The problem is that I got like I was watching videos on having a moderator, and they just kept saying don't do it because then you'll lose a lot of engagement. So I'm just like, if it gets really bad where it's just like spammy, then I will do it. Or if it's just like one person spammy, I'll just block that one person. Linking Atlas says, can you do video capture of a ghost tour? No. It's part of like the rules. They do not allow video footage from the customers too, because the ghost tour is copyrighted. And actually, I'm not allowed to work for a competing ghost tour company, which is kind of sad, because there's other ghost tours and I kind of want to be part of them too. But it is what it is, you know. So Steve says, well, oh my God, ring my bell. Oh my God. Huang says he needs to be kicked out. Hila. Oh, okay. I see what he's writing. Okay, Huang, I agree with you. I just noticed what he was writing. I just saw letters before. I'm gonna mute him. How do I put in timeout? Put user in timeout. 30 minutes. Okay, I put him in timeout for 30 minutes, so we're good. What says you should write more important than be a writer. You're creative. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. I like I'll share my like if I have weird dreams or creative stuff, I'll share it on YouTube and TikTok, so you guys hear it, you know. Anana says, good evening, Paulina. Good evening. Linkiana says, is it possible to buy a night vision gadget to attach to your phone? Yeah, I'm sure there is on Amazon. I've had other people go on my ghost tours with their own spirit talkers, because the spirit talker I use it. I give out EMF readers to the people, but I don't give out spirit talkers, so they want their own too. Tane, hi, welcome back. Okay, let's see. Okay, so, you guys are friends. Mord Y said, music, actually, the name says, what's new? I started this live talking about the power of music, okay? you guys can use music to manifest and create your reality, but you could also use music to deal with any inner trauma or situation. So like, let's say something happened, let's say it's like a work thing or a school thing, right? Something happened, and even though it was maybe a month ago, you still think about it and it still affects you, even though it already happened and it's done, right? But you haven't processed that emotion. Looking for a song that resonates to that emotion and singing your lungs out. Maybe crying, maybe raging if you need to rage, right? Whatever it is, and just confront it and let it go, right? That music can be really good for healing too, because you do not want to be shoving down any emotions. It is not good for you. It will literally make you sick over time, right? So you can use music that way, and you could also use music that is more high vibe, right? After that, after you've dealt with that emotion, you cried your lungs out, right? Tune into something that's more high vibe and loving, and something that creates abundance in your reality. Also, I gave that girl a shout out. Again, I see new people. Her name is Goddess Anna 15 on TikTok. She names songs that help you resonate with different things. So for example, if you want more money and abundance, the Ring My Bell song will help you bring that. It'll help you manifest that, right? Every song has resonance. Hello, Tyrone. Welcome. Okay. Jesus says, hey, beautiful. Thank you. Just says you look like Pappy's over. This is funny. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Sorry. Yes. Are you using a different camera today? So I am using the same phone. I think I just used like it's the same phone. It's just different angle, I guess. And then I'm using the phone over here on TikTok. The other phone. You have to check out my other videos and find out. Juan says, I think that guy was trying to gain some experience. Okay, let me see. Ooh. Juan says, I looked up the couple that were abducted, which was Betty and Barney Hill. Yes, Betty and Barney Hill. Oh my God, this poor couple. They were driving in a, like, I think it was like in the middle of the forest, and they were all alone and it was dark, and they start seeing a UFO from far away. And then the husband goes to investigate, and the wife is in the car. And I don't remember if she gets out, but she wakes up in an operating table. And she looks up, and there's like these little alien beings, right? It's so creepy. And they said, don't worry, we're helping you. I didn't know if I would believe them, because I'm like, why'd you take me? And then they showed her this really crazy book of all the galaxies and planets that are around. And this was, if I'm not wrong, in the 60s. So the thing is, after they experienced this, they woke up driving again, and they had like a huge like time chunk missing from their memory. And they didn't remember this, but their car was all messed up, their clothes was messed up, and they went to get a sleep hypnosis and retrieve that memory, and then they remembered everything. And they were so traumatized, but the wife, Betty, she became famous because she told their story, and they had so much evidence. But back then in the 60s, it was hard to talk about things like this, right? Hello, Lydia. Welcome back. Okay, let me see. Emperor says nothing. I don't know about the cat. I don't. Okay. I guess he's talking to Huang. I had an outdoor cat, and he lives indoors now. Okay. Japanese. More music. I'm working on an album fusing psytrance and Japanese melodies. That's so cool. I love that. I don't know what psytrance is, but I know what the Japanese melodies mean. Linking Atlas says, if you can get a second-hand night vision camera and focus it towards the sky, you'll be surprised. Wait, what am I going to see in the sky? Like, if I focus it towards the sky, what will I see? I kind of want to get a telescope and just, like, I don't know, occasionally watch the sky, see if I see anything. Who has a telescope here? Is that common to have telescopes? There are people who are like alien groups that they'll meet up like once a week and go to like grassland where there's not that many city lights, and they'll look up on their telescopes and hang out and meditate, see if they see any aliens. Would you guys do that? I would totally do that. I would have to find a group. So what will I see linking Alice? Muhammad says, are we talking about spirits if I'm not wrong? First I was talking about music, spirit. We've talked about everything, honestly. Have you been to Bozeman before? You look familiar. Where is Bozeman? Probably not, because I don't know where that is. It sounds familiar to me, but because maybe I read about it like in school or something. Whoa, my cats are in the door. They scare me sometimes because Maya, the youngest cat, she's a girl. She loves to try to open my door. Ward Weasel says, yeah, psytrance, usually 135 BPM, the hypnotic beats and synth melodies. Ooh, interesting. Hello, Dumpster Fire. Hello, Jumbo. Trippy. Yeah, check out my other videos to find out other things. Juan says, that sounds pretty cool. I never heard of psytrance, so I learned something new. You have. Steve, he's an old soul, yes. I feel like, no, I'm just having fun. Do you watch the Y-Files? I've seen some of their stuff, but it's been a minute, to be honest. It's been like a year or so. Okay, Ani Moldavite says, do you see when people click the heart on the side of the screen here? UFO's cool. Whoa. Yeah, I heard about it. It happens a lot. Happened to my aunt before. She said she was gone for hours, came out. Oh my God. Onion Moldavite. I want to hear it. So you're saying your aunt got abducted? Let's hear your aunt's abduction story. Can you write it? I am so interested. By the way, yes, I do see when you guys tap the heart. So tap away. Thank you. And I do see when you laugh and whatnot. Also, if you like this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, Jesus King, that's nice. Mr. Barbosa. Miss Moldavite says, the woods with small hole in the side of her head. My mom says she was abducted. She thought to. Yeah, can you rewrite that so I can understand a little bit more? Mr. Drill, it's funny. Joseph, hi. Just God loves you. Thank you. Drew says, you might see UFO. If I go out with a telescope, by the way, it's 33 minutes living, 33 people, and 33 likes. That might be a sign. My lucky number is 33, by the way. What are your guys' lucky number? Josie Hot Girl, thank you. Mort says, look up Yahel. His album Waves of Sound is good. Psytrance example. That's cool. So does it put you like in a different state of mind? Thank you. Okay, Huang says, it used to be common to have a telescope, but nowadays most people have their faces absorbed in the screens. Don't go this guy. Oh, that's kind of sad. I want to get a telescope. I think it'd be fun to check out the skies. But I'm sure there are groups of people who do that. Like, Queens, New York, says Joseph. Okay, cool. Miss Mulder, I like how you actually answer the chat too. You're too nice. Yes, that's what I like. The whole point of me doing these lives, and I'm trying to cultivate a community. I always start with like a topic, something I've learned, or some cool idea, and we can talk and share different ideas and perspectives, and we don't have to agree, and that's okay, you know. And I just want to keep growing this community, which is awesome. Oh, I didn't wear my conspiracy hat today, but it wasn't really conspiracy. And it says hi. The cats, they're in the other room right now. That's funny. You got a new cat? Cool. I have 2 cats. I've had them for years. Daytona says pay trance is at least 140 BPM. Interesting. West African music named Credo talked in great detail about his alien abduction and aliens from ancient times. Interesting stuff. That's cool. Happy birthday. It's someone's birthday. The Wi-Fi's have lit Discord video chat community. I love that. Hello, happy. It's not my birthday. Everybody's saying happy birthday. Happy birthday to you guys. How are you today? I'm doing great. Someone's asking if I'm 16. No, I'm older than 18. 6'7". There are 33 incarnations of Kuan Yin, I think. My lucky number is, it's a little hard for me to read right now. 1,000,000. Let's see. When Chuck Norris was born, he drove his mother to the hospital. Lucky number's 3. Yeah, I think there's something about 33 that is my lucky number. It has always been around in my life. I roll says, are you a vampire? Mwahaha, I don't know. Paulina, I am not. I am 35 BPM. Oh, being weird, creative, depends on the work. That's interesting. Yeah, songs can alter your state of consciousness. Also, breath work. Breath work helps you with that too. If you want to meditate and you want to, like, for example, the other day I was having like some anxieties, and I always do Sandy's breath work, and I did the breath work and I was so happy. I literally got rid of those anxiety. Breath work is like, it's like a quick, it changes your state of mind quickly. One cat, says Joseph. Cool, help. It's just, Drew, I would say seek help with the people around you. Or, you know, some people troll here, but if you do need help, you know, you always have the police. You can always call the police. Moana says, I think they're wishing you because the candles behind you are back. Oh, these are not birthday candles. Oh, tech. Chuck Norris visited the Virgin Islands called Islands. Cool. Let's see. It's funny. Mr. Musa said, though BPM isn't the main style definition, it's other components that are driving factors and styles. Oh, it's Joseph's birthday. He turned 30. Well, happy birthday, Joseph. Once, by the way. Once it's hard to read the comments. Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on it. I just kind of skip. Engagements just to protect your shadow, y'all. I appreciate that, Holly. Hello over here. Tin Man says, how do one stay locked in and stop procrastinating? Sending love, by the way. So for me, it depends what you're doing. If you are doing something you don't want to do, it's going to be really hard to focus. You kind of have to trick your brain, like, oh my God, I get to do this. This is exciting. This part is fun. Oh my God, this, like if you're doing math homework, you're like, you know what? I'm going to see how fast I can do this. I'm going to time myself. See if I can do it. And you put a timer, 15 minutes, you know, make it into a game to keep focus, right? Or maybe if at this point you're reading and reading, you have to read for so long, just take like you've been reading for 30 minutes, take a 5-minute break, go run in a circle, and then come back, and it'll get blood to your brain. Just things like that. Xavier says, I'm about to turn 21 next year. Happy birthday, Xavier. Just says snow down here. Oh, yeah, it's snowing in a lot of places. Too. Lord. Okay, I love your show. I'm glad you guys are here. Mr. Me says, willpower. If want an end result bad enough, you can focus. Willpower. Oh, he's giving advice to the other guy. You're smart. Thanks for that. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, you just have to trick your brain. Okay, thank you. Let's praise the Lord. I love your stream. I'm glad you're here. Chris says, kind of hot in Florida. Yeah, it's been hot the last 2 days. The only reason I'm wearing a jacket is because I have an air conditioner. But it's been, I feel like all the cold was sucked upwards. It went up. It went up. Okay. Mr. Weasel Music says, like, when I'm doing art or music, I shut the world out and ignore my household to get my projects done. Yeah, you're in the flow. I don't know why I thought of AutoZone. What is that song? AutoZone or whatever. But you get in the flow. Like, when I'm, like, hanging out with you guys, I'm totally in the flow, right? Sometimes I'll get distracted, but that's because I love doing this, right? When you love and you have a passion to do this, you get in the flow, you know? Also, like, when I do, like, my ghost tours, I get in the flow. I become the spooky yet goofy ghost tour lady. Okay. In the zone. AutoZone. Oh my god, I can't. Oh my god. Steve says, do you watch CBS TV show Ghosts? No, I have not. I have a lot of, you know what's funny? My last ghost tour, I had, it was supposed to be like this big group, and they just like canceled last minute, but I still had a family that was not associated with the group. Yeah, because the big group never paid, and it was a whole thing, and oh my god. But the point is, the family that was not associated with the big group, it was just like a mom, I think it was a stepdad, and then the two kids, right? The two girls. And those little girls had seen so many ghost and like horror movies to the point where I was like, oh my god, I don't know if I like I can't like be like watch, like they've seen like The Ring, all of these horror movies, and one of them was like 7. I don't, if I have kids, I don't think I would let them that early. But I mean, they were mentally strong. They were like, yes, horror. And I was like, okay, the parents are letting them do this, so and I asked since it was basically a private tour because the other group canceled, I wanted to be respectful to the mom and dad, and I was like, should I make it extra scary, or do you want me to do it less scary? Because they had it was like 7 and 12. And they were like, no, we want you to go all out. And I was like, okay, just let me know if I say anything that makes you uncomfortable, you know, because there's kids. Okay, so, and it does put me in a weird position when it's like a huge group, because if I have many different like families book me and people, if one of them brings like a little kid, then I'm like, I have to do like the very scary for everyone, you know what I mean? But in this case, it was just like that family, which was perfect. Okay, Huang says, yeah, I know which one is, because of their personalities, laugh out loud. Wait, which one are you talking about? Just good stream, thanks. I like the cool weather. I like the cool weather too. Do you like K-pop? Do I like K-pop? There was like a K-pop, Big Bang, I think I like a little bit, but I don't really listen to K-pop, to be completely transparent. Good show, thanks for everything. Obi-Wan Kenobi fan. Oh, that's Star Wars. Chris says you're natural for like river. Yeah, just like chatting. I just want to make my streams like comfy. Like you can be drinking your tea or laying in bed or just like, you know, like I used to do this with Trisha Paytas. I would like watch her all the time years ago when I felt like lonely, and it feels like you're talking to someone, you know, but I can actually answer back, you know. We can talk about other weird stuff. Just the Titanic. Are you really a vampire? Am I? Ooh. I saw a real ghost. Justin, tell us about the ghost that you saw. Tell us. Do you believe in magic? I believe that our souls create reality. We are a form of magic. Whatever you focus on, whatever you put your energy towards, that's what you create in your reality, right? Your thoughts, your words, right? You know, that's why I focus on you. I want to keep growing this community, and it's awesome and it's fun, right? And I love you guys, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. But literally, whatever you focus on is your reality. Your magic. Everything is magic. Why do you think there's so many things to distract you, right? Oh, look at this over here. Oh, let's look at the Super Bowl. Or, oh, look at this chaos over here. Or, look what's happening with celebrity. What? Who cares? I get the Super Bowl is fun. But the point is, like, it's all energy. Whatever you focus on, you're giving them energy, so you're giving them power, right? It's fine to entertain yourself, but also use most of that energy on your life to improve your life, right? To make it better and better and better, so you can have your dream life. Just said The Exorcist. Yeah. The first Exorcist was scary. The second one was not even scary. It was like goofy. I saw it with my neighbor and we were like, that's not even scary. It's funny. My townhouse is haunted. Ooh, do you like that it's haunted, Todd? Or do you want to like clear it out? Mr. Music says, I blew out my Jeep speakers playing my new track. Time to upgrade. Oh my God. Yeah, you have to upgrade. Let's have fun. Yes, we're having fun in this chat. Scariest movie ever made, The Exorcist. I think the first one. Todd says he hears, oh, so his townhouse is haunted. Hears scratch in the wall, heavy breathing out of nowhere, bed vibrating. Oh, that's a dark entity. It's trying to scare you. Definitely clear that one out. Please, Todd, I don't think you want that in your house. It's feeding off of your energy. Clear that out. When your bed vibrates, that's an entity. I used to experience like entities like that when I was growing up. It was a whole thing, but anyways. Do you do scary tours? Yes, I do. I'm a ghost tour lady. It's fun. You know what I noticed? I saw my company. So they hired me because for different reasons, but they know I do this, and I saw that they actually started. They just started a TikTok, and I was like, oh, maybe I should tell them I could do that too. I don't know. Chris says, I had major deja vu. Ooh, that can mean something. For me, my deja vus are linked to my dreams. P99 says, I'm drinking tea late in my bed. That's awesome. The Nun. I have not seen that one. Person says, whoa, I'm smoking my dinner. That's cool. I have some, soup. What is that called? Broccoli soup. I have some broccoli soup waiting for me, Publix, and brioche bread. I'm gonna toast the brioche bread. I don't know if I'll eat it tonight. It's kind of late. Maybe tomorrow. Sarah says, hi, manifesting. Yes. Joseph said, I'm truly terrified of the next life. You know what will comfort you, Joseph? Watch NDEs. If you guys don't know what NDEs are near-death experiences. There are people who died and they were brought back to life. Maybe they died in the hospital and they jumped their heart back to life. Maybe they drowned and they were resuscitated, right? Those people, they will tell their stories, and for the most part, it is all love and light. Like, they die and they go to like the most peaceful, loving, all they feel is love. They'll see different things. They see the family. Sometimes they see they see different things. Sometimes they see Jesus. I think they just, whatever they experience is love and light. Just love and light. So I think God is love and light, and I think our reality is love and light, right? Chris says, true. You're a distraction as well, says Empress. Yes, in a way. But I am trying to not take away, because there's like music. That's why I'm saying, like, beware the music you listen to and shows. There are shows and music that put you in a lower vibe, where like it just shows all this chaos and you put that in your subconscious. I'm trying to at least like spread love and light. So if once you are here, you get some good energy and some like believe in yourself. Like, you can do anything in this world, you know? Errol says, I like the girl vibe. Thanks. Sarah says, how many scary movies have you watched? Probably a lot. I used to watch them a lot when I was a teenager, because I was like, oh, how many scary movies can I watch? Like, with my friends, we would like, it was like a thing. Like we all watch scary movies, right? Because if you didn't watch scary movies, then you're a scaredy cat, you know? So that's all we watch, even though I did not really want to be in there, so I watched so many. And we would sneak in sushi. There's like a little sushi shop that they had like takeout that was really cheap too, and we just put in a person sneaking in, so we'd be eating sushi. I love sushi. It's my favorite food. Todd says, plates by moving bed vibrating. Yes, you need to cleanse your home, Todd. 1 million says, hi. Mr. Music says, use your energy to create and empower. Watching TV gives the archons your energy and they will drain you. That's what I'm saying. Like, I try to at least spread like love and light and believe in yourself. Like, you guys can create anything in this reality. Like, if I believe in you, I'm a stranger on the internet. You can believe in yourself. You have the power. Don't let anybody tell you that your desires are not worth it. Your desires are worth it. The reason you have these desires is because you're meant to live that. If you can imagine a life of like your dream life, that means it exists somewhere. You can tune into that. I do honestly believe that hello Axel 515. I do honestly believe that this is my weird belief. I believe that there are many parallel realities, and depending on our state of mind and what like we vibrate at, like our positive attitude and our energy we're putting out in the universe, we're constantly walking into different realities, right? Walk into the highest version of you, because you can accomplish anything. Thank you so much, Axel. I appreciate you for all the hearts. I'm gonna read the comments on this side too, okay? Chris Cap says, the stereo in my Cadillac is loud and it will knock the drink out of your cups. That's funny. I remember like years ago, I got into a car where the stereo was so loud and I was like, oh my God. Yes, Juan, thank you. Just says, get a piece of your bus house back. You could do that too. I think I would like to hear a personal private scare. Chris Cap, that's funny. As of right now, I don't really tell people what company I work for, which I think they want me to, because part of my interview process, I sent them my YouTube channel. So I think they were kind of hyped, and they just created a TikTok. So maybe, but at the same time, it's like you guys seem cool, but like if I just put it out on the internet, like it can be a safety issue a little bit, because I drive there and then I go home. You get what I'm saying? So I have to figure out how to do it. You know, I can't walk home. There's a ghost tour lady that she walks home, which is awesome. I to Justin. Thank you. So Justin said, I went to help. So my friend. Oh my God. Chris says, I'm not trying to spam, but I was just remembering the dream I had last week where I bowled a baby and drank the fat. Oh my God. That is a horrifying dream, Chris. I don't know what that means. Did you watch a horror movie? Todd said, I bought a spirit box. Todd, if you want to cleanse your home, don't try to connect with it. It sounds like it's dark. You're just going to encourage more activity. Unless I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what your motives are. Movie ghost. I don't really see it. Pretty distractional things. I lost count. Todd said 8 goes my toenail. How do you know it's 8? God will help us. Number 2 sounds like I need to watch the Warlock movie. Let's see. Emperor says, the first Evil Dead scared me as a kid. It's funny, I didn't watch Evil Dead. I watched the parody. Remember when they had all these parodies? They were so fun. Sorry, it was like Dawn of the Dead. That's the one I'm thinking of. You know, Dawn of the Dead? I didn't watch that. I watched Shaun of the Dead. I remember going to like this like sleepover or something, and there's like a bunch of friends, and we were on the bed, and then we watched. No, it wasn't a sleepover. It was just like because there were boys. It was like a birthday party, and we went to the room, and all of us on the bed watched Shaun of the Dead, and it was so funny, and it was and it was just goofy. I like the funny, scary ones, like scary movie ones. It's not scary, it's just goofy, you know. Okay. Me up as a kid. Chris says The Exorcist messed me up. Let's see. Jambo says low vibe people will affect you the most, but movies and music also. I spent too much time around low vibe people when I was younger. I had to leave some friends behind. That's happened to me too. You have to be really aware on who you surround yourself with, because who you surround yourself with tells me who you are. I think that's even a thing in the Bible, if I'm not wrong. But the point is, their thinking could affect your thinking. If you can't, if you are in a state where you can't get away from some certain people, at least watch people that are high vibe. Listen to high vibe music. Just purposely look for the high vibe people, right? If you're in a job and there's some low vibe people, find ways to kind of avoid them, because you can protect yourself, yes. Hello, Mr. Magic Mystic. You can protect yourself from those people, but the best thing is to look for the higher vibe people and put that energy out, and you'll attract it. There's always good versions of people. Even if you put out love and light, maybe you'll get the version of them that is love and light. Maybe they'll be low vibe for other people, but they'll be happy to see you, you know. How are you, Mr. Magic? Todd says life is not then. Yes. That's funny. Errol wants to be a vampire too. Did you have a good day? I'm looking at both things. I'm good. I'm good too. Thank you. By the way, I'm looking at both shots. So if you see me go back inside. By the way, in Florida it was kind of hot today and yesterday. Mr. Music says, I have people tell me my art and music is dumb. Oh, I'm so sorry. I keep plugging away so I can share, and I see and hear in my dreams people. Yes, don't listen to those people. Keep creating your art and music. I totally understand, because that's how it was for me when I wanted to start YouTube. Thanks for the hearts. Mr. Chris, everybody here is beautiful in their own way. Cadillac SUV. So let's see. Zach says, I spontaneously speak in different languages. It in the multidimensional part of self, not speaking from ego. So you think there are other your soul has different versions that speak in different languages? Have you guys heard of the case of the people who hit their heads, like they have a brain trauma, and some of them there's one person that became like they just knew how to play piano, to Mozart level. And then the other person, like there's another person that just knew a language. Like I do believe that we pass down knowledge through DNA. Do you guys believe in that? Really, Justin? Huang says, no, Paulina, never tell anyone where your ghost sources even any stalkers. Yeah, that's scary. Give me 1 second, because I need to put the little mark over here on TikTok. They always make me verify that I'm here. Linky Atlas says, absolutely, that's awesome. Magic, thank you, Magic Mystic, for the rose. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Linky Atlas says, you should ask money for YouTube promotion for that company. Yeah, if I do it, I just have to figure it out. You can share the name of the company. Yeah, I this time I'm not sharing right now. I would have to talk to him. And also what Huang says, I just have to be careful. So, okay, I got a pen and paper. Just ask God for help. I do. Oh, I like that. Oh my God, girls. Chris said that he went to Walmart in his dream and ate everything with a giant fork. He has very interesting dreams. Huang says non-human spirits can split themselves. Ooh, multiple incarnations. That's crazy. Poltergeist. Todd said, so Mr. Magic, since you just got on TikTok, we have someone on YouTube that has a haunted townhouse. And he, instead of wanting to, all of us are telling him to clear his townhouse, but he wants to talk to the spirit, which is fine. But it sounds like it's a darker entity, because it's like shaking his bed and breathing on him. And he bought a spirit talker box. And he says that there's many spirits in his house, not just one. Let's see. He's laughing over there. That's not good. I know. Linkiana says that's a reality. If a city or town has many religious places, such places definitely attract entities. Yeah, it's energy. I believe that. I like Dracula. Freddy Krueger. Ooh, Freddy Krueger freaked me out as a kid. Like the whole dream thing, because I had those dreams. You know, swipe or not swiping. Swipe or not swiping. Oh, man. You know that? So, from Dora, freaking Swiper would come in my nightmares, and I was running away from him, because you know how he tries to get the stuff from Dora, and she has to like beg him to not swipe. He would come into my nightmares, and I just see this swipe, but he was like in a man form, right? But he looked like a swiper, and I was running away from him as a kid. Okay, Magic Mystic on TikTok is giving advice to Todd, and he says, you gotta be careful when you play with spirits, because some of them stay with you the rest of your life. Yeah, you can. I do believe you can banish them, but yeah, I was telling him, if he's like talking to them, he's just encouraging it. But if he wants that, I mean, Jumbo says, hi, good vibe. People attract everyone. High, low. Gotta learn to protect your peace. Yeah, you do have to set boundaries to protect your peace and just spread love and light. Abracadabra. I'm going to fly across the room. It was funny. Came back. Justin says he died and came back. That's interesting. I'm working on a set of digital paintings of elven women in modern world settings instead of fantasy. That is cool, Mr. Oh, crap. Music. Where music? Right. Be careful, Justin. Oh, it's weird because 8 spirits in your house. Okay, so Chris is talking about that there's a girl haunting his master bedroom. And then Jumbo says, Akashic records, the concept of universal knowledge that we can tap into. Yeah, I do believe that the internet is just like, this is my personal belief, is like a very dumbed down version of spiritual knowledge. Like, you can access the universal knowledge. I honestly do believe that you can, we all have access to that through meditation. Maybe we can't take the whole thing in these bodies, but it's all out there. Chris says, I found that giving them attention makes it worse. Yeah, if you try to talk to spirits in your house, you'll make it more active. With the swipe. Emperor says, how does Freddy Krueger have to do anything with Oh my god, I just had a brain fart. I was thinking of Nightmare before, Nightmare on Elm Street. Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh my god. But, Mr. Magic and Mystic says, I can speak to the dead, but I always tell them to go away, laugh loud, even if I'm sitting in my car. I mean, I do the same. Like, I do ghost tours, and for me, when I get into that state, like, right before falling asleep, that meditative state, it opens me up. And I've had spirits follow me home before, not anymore, because I set very spiritual, strong boundaries. But I've had spirits following me before and just try to, oh, can you tell, oh, this is my life, or, oh, can you tell this person this, and I'm like, and it's not necessarily bad, it's just too much. Like, it's my job, I literally can't. Like, I don't know who your aunt is, like, I just need to sleep. So now I have to, like, really set up boundaries when I do my ghost tours, and it doesn't happen anymore because I do that. Yes, to Magic Mystic. Yes, it is too much. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Music says, I had set a hyper lucid dreams where an elf lady visits me. Each dream has continuity and picks up for the last one left. Maybe she's a real lady in the elemental space. That's part of, like, the phase. I love that. Is she, like, nice to you? Was this the ordained priest you said, Chris? Mr. Music says, she had me drink water from her hands and told me I would create beautiful things when I started making music in Oregon. Oh my god, I love that for you, Music. So for those who don't know, on TikTok, so we have a guy here that creates music, and he had a dream where this elf lady was telling him to keep creating music, and he kept dreaming of this elf lady, and she made him drink water out of his hands, and then telling him that he's going to create this beautiful music. I love that. I love that for you. It sounds like it is a real elemental. Okay, you guys, it is kind of late, so I am going to be tuning out. Thank you for all the hearts, Magic Mystic. Yes, do it. I'm going to end TikTok first, then YouTube. Bye, TikTok. Bye-bye. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Or see you, Magic Mystic, next time. And then YouTube. Bye, YouTube. Have a great day. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to help me get, like, the monetization part, just watch my long videos. I just need more watch time. Bye.